Hey, how's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining me today for this topic. It's got to adjust my camera. There we go. So I'm trying to show you some products as well. So I'm gonna adjust my camera up and down. So thank you to everybody who is here. Thank you to everybody who is watching the replay of this. Oh my gosh, this topic just came up. And excuse my nails. Your girl been working hard, okay? Been working out. I got my puff going. So yeah, I was like, okay, gotta do this video. But I am so happy that I saw this article. It was published on one of the news stations in Alabama. And it was saying that African American women are taking more interest in getting their CCW, becoming armed. And I'm like, yes, I want to have friends to go to the range with. So yes, I want to give a big shout out to Danae, my friend. If you're friends with me on social media or on Instagram, you saw that I connected with her and her boyfriend down in California. And she told me, she was like, Tieesha, because how you are with, you know, firearms ownership and stuff like that, they actually went as a couple to Redstone Firearms. And shout out to Redstone Firearms. They are down in LA. So what Danae and Melvin did, they did a couples day. They went and got some range time. They found and they were fitted for firearms that fit their hands, that they were comfortable shooting. I was like, wow, this is amazing. I had no idea about Redstone Firearms. So in turn, I went and I had ordered some patches from them. So I'm going to walk away for just 1 second. I'm going to get my tactical bag. I'm going to do a video on that. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, shout out to Redstone Firearms. What I did was I had ordered some patches from them. This here is my tactical bag. I'll do a review on this and I will leave you a link to where I got it. So the patches that I got this patch came with my bag. This is a patch for Redstone Firearms because I got great customer service from them, no complaints whatsoever. So I walk around advertising for them. And then this patch here is for the National African American Gun Club. And although I'm not a dues paying member, I'm looking forward to it because I found a active chapter there in Central Virginia. I found them on Instagram, so you can find them as well, and join. And I love it. I love this, and this means so much to me because growing up in the city, a lot of our families as African Americans, our families left the South and went up north. Detroit, Cincinnati, Cleveland, New York, places where in the city limits, we didn't go hunting. We were in the concrete jungle. So we didn't go out to the woods. We did not have an uncle or a father or something like that to take us out fishing and take us out hunting and things like that. So that's where I noticed we have a big handicap. You know what I'm saying? I remember growing up, and it's coming around that time, Christmas time, the movie A Christmas Story, where the little boy got the Red Ryder BB gun. So other cultures, other ethnic groups, such as like our Caucasian counterparts, they get to go out and hunt when they grow up in the country and stuff like that. And I'm not saying all of us did not have that, but I'm just saying, being up here in Washington and as I get to know my co-workers and people around me and I talk to them, they're like, yeah, I got my first rifle when I was 6 or something like that. I'm like, whoa, I had a firearms instructor that I was training with. He purposely lives out in the boonies, and he retired from the Marine Corps, and he's like, he puts a gun in his children's hands as soon as they learn how to walk. So I'm like, yes, we've got to do this, and it starts with us, not having this fear when it comes to gun ownership. So in this article, it was talking about a lot of stuff that Black women are experiencing right now, such as kidnappings. Let me know if you saw that video where the elderly Black woman was at the gas station in Texas and she was attacked by the 2 dudes. And she tried to fight them off, and they attacked her, and she's on the ground just giving them a good fight while they stole her truck. So these things that we see on TV, this is just a fraction of the things that are happening out in public. Like, yes, a lot of us go out by ourselves. Like, we don't want to stay in the house and be scared, but a lot of us do not have the luxury of having a husband or having a group around. So we just have to present ourselves as hard targets until, situations, change. But I'm totally on board with more sisters becoming interested in concealed carry and things like that. So, although this video, I'm not giving you legal advice. I have a huge disclaimer. As you watch this video, I am not an attorney or a paid attorney spokesperson. I don't know all the laws for all of the 50 states, including the islands and the commonwealths and all that, the U.S. territories. I don't know. But I highly advise you to research. You have a computer in your hand right now looking at me, or you're looking at me on a computer that is connected to the internet that has this thing called Google, DuckDuckGo, Firefox, all that. You use that and look up the gun laws and things like that for your particular county, your city, your state, the U.S. And I spend a lot of time looking at the ATF website as well. ATF, alcohol, tobacco, firearms, and explosives. Stay abreast of different law changes. You can also follow the NRA. If you're in a gun club, those are things that are talked about so that, you can discuss this as a group. And if you happen to miss something, somebody can, update you and vice versa. So, talk about CCW. I got my CCW here in Washington last year, and this is my wallet. And you're about to see a whole bunch of receipts and stuff fall out. It is important that you carry your CCW. Now, the process to get in a CCW for me, okay, here in Washington, you'll fill out this form, okay? And it is monitored by ATF, okay? If you're familiar with Kodak Black just got in trouble because he lied on his form to get a firearm. That is a very serious offense, okay? So don't play with ATF. Don't play. Answer it honestly, okay? So you complete everything on there. It asks questions about, have you been adjudicated by a judge to be mentally insane or incompetent and stuff like that. If you're addicted to drugs, convicted felon, stuff like that, you have to answer all that stuff, okay? Don't lie. So here, this is my it's my Washington State concealed pistol license. And I got mine last year, so it is good for a total of 5 years. Now, one thing you want to look up when you get your carry concealed permit, you want to see which states will honor this. Like if you're getting ready to move somewhere, you want to see which state will honor your current state's CCW, okay? One thing you have to keep in mind as well, although you have a CCW, like I did this year, I drove across country and back. So before I left, I had to, when I looked at different states I was going to, I had to see which states honored my Washington CCW, which states allowed for me to, travel the way I was, the number of firearms I had, the ammunition I had. You have to look those things up. There's certain places you cannot go to. Like, this is not a get out of jail free card. So you cannot just think because I have my CCW, I can go anywhere, okay? That's one thing I want to hit on really, really quick. So I have my CCW permit. I also have my driver's license to keep all that together, okay? You can't say, oh, I got my carry concealed, but my permit at home. Because speaking from a law enforcement perspective, when I was a police officer in Virginia, I give Virginia their props for this. Whenever I did a traffic stop, and let's say the registered owner had a concealed carry permit in Virginia, our dispatchers was good enough to let us know. I was unit 3321. Unit 3321, and I'll say, go ahead, be advised, registered owner has a carry concealed permit. Roger that. So likely this is a person who was responsible. They're a responsible firearms owner, and they did everything right. When you do things like that as a police officer, for me, it lets me know that, okay, I don't have someone who's not supposed to have a firearm with the firearm that I don't know about, but that was that bit of, okay, responsibility. I appreciate that. So when I approached the driver, either they will let me know, because they would hand me their driver's, or even before I even got their driver's license, they would say, be advised, I have my carry conceal permit. I do have a firearm, either it's on my hip, in my glove box, whatever. Cool. Now, as a police officer, what I would say, hey, are you the registered owner? And they'll say, yes, I am. I'm like, well, don't worry about getting anything out. You're perfectly fine. You're the registered owner, because your plates came back to this vehicle because I have an NDC in my car, and I could do this right here. Instead of having you give me a driver's license, and I already know you have a CCW, this was the discretion that I used. Hey, you're the registered owner. What's your date of birth? Dispatch, can you run the registered owner for valid? They come back valid, not suspended or whatever. Okay. If I want to give them a ticket for something, I have the information on my computer in my car, write my ticket up with everything on there. Here's your summons, whatever. Or, okay, well, I'm going to give you a warning. I appreciate your courtesy and respecting my safety as well as yours, and letting me know that you have a concealed weapon in this vehicle. Just know that I stopped you for this, and you are free to continue on. Have a good day. Okay. So that was the discernment that I use, or discretion that I use as a police officer when it came to citizens who were armed. All right. But if I happen to get pulled over now, I would give the officer, because I don't believe that here in the county that I live in, and in Washington, that your carry concealed is linked to your driver's license. So if I was to get pulled over, I would pull over. I would roll down all the windows. If it was dark, I would cut on the light. I will have my hands on the steering wheel just like this, or I will put them out the window like this, so that when the officer approaches, calmly, hey, I just want to let you know that I do have a concealed carry permit and a loaded firearm in the vehicle. Whatever they tell me to do after that, I'm going to do it, because I don't know, just the climate that we're in. But I just want to put that officer at ease. Okay. Now, moving right along. Do I have any questions? Thank you to everybody who was here watching. I highly encourage the firearms people and friends that I have on Instagram to spam this video heavy. If they're firearms instructors, if they have a gun store, if they're just a gun page, if they have merchandise, holsters, spam the hell out of this video. Okay, put all your links, okay? And then also put your city and state, okay, so that the people watching can connect with you and go know that, hey, I can go here for range time, or I can find a firearms instructor here. In the article that I read from Alabama, they had interviewed a lady from Tampa, Florida. Was it Tampa or Fort Lauderdale or Jacksonville? I don't know. But what immediately comes to mind in Jacksonville, I don't know if he's an instructor, but I know I'm on Instagram. It's Locks and Loaded Firearms. I know that there's another brother, I believe he is a sheriff's deputy. His Instagram name is Tactical Carl with a K. He's on Instagram. So if you just go and look at the people that I'm following, you'll find people in there. Another one is 7 Big Mike's Training, and I will link them in a post later on too, or I'll tag them. Another one that I have to give a shout out to, I told him that I will wear his ball cap, but the puff just won't let it be great. Heavy Metal Lifestyle. Make sure you follow them on Instagram. They have amazing content, apparel. I took a picture before with my rifle, and they're a t-shirt. Great brand, have a lot of knowledge. Check them out. Heavy Metal Lifestyle on Instagram. Okay, I'm sorry I couldn't put the hat on. Like I said, the puff just won't let me be great. All right, this is a puff week. Okay, girl, I've been busy. Now, speaking of apparel and stuff, make sure you head over to my website, TieeshaEssex.com. Go to my shop, and you will see some of the items that I have in there as well, as far as personal defense. I have, is it here? Nope, it's over there, but I have my 3-in-1 knife. I did a quick video on that in response to a lot of women who were, you know, fearful of ride sharing, of getting trapped in vehicles and not being able to get out, the child lock on the back, things like that. So I showcased my 3-in-1 knife, where it's also a knife, a glass breaker, and also a seatbelt cutter. And you can also use that. Let's say you were in an accident and your doors didn't open, you know, the electrics that work, because, you know, everything in vehicles now is electric. Like, we don't have vehicles like when I was coming up where you got to roll the window down and you actually get the door open. You know, it's all electronic now. So if something dies in an accident, everything dies, and you can't open that door, you got to get out, cut off that seatbelt, do what you have to do. I actually carry the seatbelt cutter in my vehicle as a police officer. So that's something that you just keep in the car regardless, okay? And also on my website, I showcased this summer when I was being sexy, I showed off my thigh garter belt holster. Yeah, this is the part where let's say this is my thigh. Okay, don't wear this on your arm, but it keeps it from slipping. I wore this an entire day where I'm out in the heat wearing my holster, and I have my 380 in it, and I got thighs that touch, and I'm a skinny girl, but my thighs touch. So I had this on, perfectly comfortable. My firearm stayed where I needed it to be when I had on like a long dress. Absolutely loved it. Now I hope you can see what have enough light in here. So greetings to Latifah, Person Kid. We have Dread. How are you? Daryl, Darna, Rifles. This Hispanic sister owns miniguns and shotguns and high power rifles. Not me. We have Kevin Jordan. How are y'all doing? So in addition to giving you some encouragement to getting your CCW, but also getting firearms training and becoming familiar with firearms, I wasn't born yesterday and just popped out of bed like, oh, I know all this about guns. I absolutely did not. I talked to this before. When I was in the Navy, I was intimidated. We shot, I had to go and get qualified. So the first thing I shot was, I think in the Navy, the shotgun is the M500, I think. Don't quote me, but yeah, I think so. But yeah, because I got like a bunch of things in my mind going on. Like I'm Tieesha right now. Yeah, so when I shot that joker, I shot one. Man, that joker hurt so damn bad. It was the Mossberg. Yeah, the Mossberg. That joker hurt so damn bad. I shot one and I sat on the bus until it was time to go back to the ship. But when I got out, you know, I told you I wanted to become a police officer. I became a police officer, and I still had no clue. I owned, you know, a little 22, but, you know, it was just a 22. And when I went to qualify at the range, I actually had no clue what I was doing. They talked about sight picture, sight alignment, a lot of stuff. I had absolutely zero clue. So I was like, you know what? I had enough. I need to go and talk to the Marines. They shoot all day. They did full metal jacket. This is my rifle. This is my gun. So I went to Camp Allen in Norfolk because I knew that there was a shooting range there. And I'll never forget it. Marine, his name was Mike. He had super muscles and he talked like he was just yelling all the time, like, Semper Fi, you know. And I tell you, I trained with him. Heavy Metal is here. Heavy Metal Lifestyle. There you go. Go and please spam this video with all your information. Put your website, all that good stuff, your Instagram link. Love you, Kevin. And so I spent like 3 hours with him, and I was shooting a 45 because that's what what our duty weapons were. Man, I tell you, that one-on-one training he gave me, when I came back, I shot the best I had ever shot. I think I got close to a perfect score and qualified. After that, I fell in freaking love with shooting. And it was so good. It was so good. We shot so much in the academy, less lethal shotguns. We did not shoot rifles. I did not learn how to shoot a rifle until like last year when I bought mine for my birthday. But let me tell you, I just fell in love. And it's definitely when you get someone in that one-on-one training and they're just smooth with it. Like, they don't make you intimidated and put you down and laugh at you when you don't know what this means. I'm like, what do I do now? Or I didn't know what to do when I had a malfunction. He taught me. So I highly, highly encourage you to go look into getting, you know, firearms instruction. And I'm seeing a lot of people on Instagram, they're having specials for, you know, Black Friday and the holidays. And I'm so glad to do this video to catch people before they go out and BS all their money away on things that don't protect you, okay? So hopefully you will make a smart purchase. I'm not saying it's for everybody to go out and do it. It's just a recommendation, a suggestion. How about treating yourself to a range day package, and it may lead to you, purchasing a firearm. You may already have one and you might not know what to do with it, or just purchase yourself a range package. And I'll take it upon myself each time I see an advertisement, I'll reshare it in my story. So connect with me on Instagram, okay? And I want to say good evening to you, Kojo from Brooklyn. Yes, New York is another place you really have to read the laws, okay? Read the laws, make sure you do what is legal, and stay out of trouble. And it brings me to real quick, I got off topic, but yeah, when I went to go get my concealed carry permit here in Washington, what I did was I had to go to the sheriff's department. And I filled out an application, just your basic bio information, and it asks all those questions. Are you under a protective order? Because that is, what is it, the Lautenberg Act. So you cannot be under, well, if you are the respondent to a protective order, okay, let's make a big difference. If you're a petitioner means you are the person who went to get the protective order to get protection from an offender. The offender is also known as the respondent, because once the petitioner requests a protective order, it is served on the respondent. And once that protective order is in effect, the respondent cannot have access to firearms, ammunition, anything like that, okay? That is, they ask a question, are you the respondent of a protective order? Petitioners, you're good, unless it's a situation where you have cross protective orders. I know when I work domestics, we have cross warrants and cross protective orders. Yeah. Look at what's legal in your state, okay? And in your area. So yeah, I filled out the form, gave it to the receptionist, and I had to get my fingerprints taken. Your fingerprints, that goes through, what is it? I want to say NCIS, but that's not it. NCIC, the National Criminal Information Center. That's just a guess on the acronym, because like I said, I'm Tieesha. I don't know. And that comes back to see if you've been arrested of a crime, anything like that. It comes back, okay? If you've gotten your fingerprints done before, then you already know what it's about. That's all I can think of as far as that. And so I waited like a couple of weeks. I got a letter in the mail like, hey, I am so-and-so of this county. You can have, enclosed is your concealed carry permit. It was right there. Best $50 I spent last year, okay? So definitely do that. Give the gift of protection. And like I said, you just mentioned that you were in New York. So pretty much when you have a basic understanding and a basic, working knowledge of how firearms, the Second Amendment, stuff like that works, it's pretty much uniform. But when you get down into the meat and potatoes, is when you go and see what each state requires in particular, okay? I found this book at a thrift store. And although it's outdated and it's not for the state that I live in, it just gave me a pretty good working knowledge of some stuff, just to get familiar with firearms, learn some of the jargon and the lingo. So this one is how to own a gun and stay out of jail. So I got this at the thrift store, and it's dated for 1997. But yeah, it just gave me some common sense stuff to ponder. And if someone was to approach me to like, hey Tieesha, I'm interested in firearms, stuff like that, I kind of point them in a good direction to go on. So yeah, go to your thrift stores, thriftbooks.com, half.com, Amazon, eBay, price compare, okay? Price compare. And just get you something that will teach you a little bit on firearms. If anybody know about any good books, post them below, and yeah, we'll get people going. So, you said I can't find a range where I can use a handgun in New York City. The one I was able to find was law enforcement, not comfortable in that situation. All law enforcement. So it wasn't open to the public. Is that what you're saying? Or you were able to shoot there? It was just the local police department was using it as well. Yeah, just to clear that up. But yeah, I would say look for any clubs like hey, it's a group of people. Now, Meetup is a good place if you want to organize not organize. I think organized is a good word to say. If you want to get people together to go out and shoot, you know, have an adult field trip, something like that, you can definitely do that on Meetup. Because when I was in Hawaii, now Hawaii's gun laws was like, wow, I can't wait to leave this place. Because yeah, there was no such thing as concealed carry unless you were someone who was officially involved with law enforcement. So if you was like a investigator or something like that, there was no such thing as concealed carry. You could not ride around with a firearm in your car. You had to be actively going from your home to the range, no stops in between. Yeah, so it was actually on Meetup. I found this group in Honolulu called Guys and Gals with Guns, and I met up with them at Cocoa Head Shooting Complex. Had a ball. Actually, speaking of that, I had a Facebook memory of when I was with them a couple of years ago. So yeah, look on Meetup, go to Instagram. Everybody is connecting and becoming familiar with firearms, respecting firearms, purchasing, just being lawful, safe gun owners. Okay. You said NYPD approves registration of firearms in New York City. I learned to shoot deep in the woods. Hey, okay? If deep in the woods was legal, okay? Don't be telling you stuff on here, because, you know, I'm legally blind, okay? Yeah, that's how it was in Hawaii. HPD, Honolulu Police Department. You had when I got to the island, and that's a whole nother story for a whole other day. I probably already talked about it. But when you get your firearms to the island, you take them to the police department to register them, and you fill out something similar to the ATF form. You know, who you are, some other stuff. You register your firearms with them, and they give you a receipt, and you take your guns with you. You know, but it's like, wow, this is nerve-wracking. Okay. Yeah, so I kind of lost a lot of my muscle memory when it comes to firearms when I was in Hawaii. That's why I go hard right now. Now let's get to some good fun stuff. Okay, I'm going to show you just some things to get you familiar with firearms so quick. Like I said, I'm not an instructor, I'm not a pro, I wasn't in the Marines or the Army. You know, I'm just a girl that is really respect. I respect weapons. I really do. I put some respect on it, and I love it. And it's great when I see other people who are responsible, mature, and fearless, and want to be safe. If anything, I advertise being a hard target. Okay. And so some of the items I'm going to tell you about that I already have, and I want you to look into getting them if you like it. There'll be links. I have a whole crap load of links in the description. I'm going to add some more to some other products. So without further ado, I know you're like, Tieesha, what is this shirt you have on? So I'm just going to put this camera back a little bit further. Because like I said, once again, I am on my phone. And it's in landscape. And I'm tall. It's not really meant for all this moving around and stuff. Okay, so yeah, it may look a little weird. You may not see my face, but trust, I'm here. Okay. There we go. And ignore my bookshelf. I got crap all on it. Got all my Halloween stuff, my books. All right, so this shirt that I have on, this is a CCW shirt, a concealed wear shirt. And you probably saw me last year. I had got a white t-shirt just like this. It was a t-shirt. And but this time I went ahead and I got a tank top in the color black. And this shirt is from a company called ConcealmentClothes.com. They are also on Instagram. ConcealmentClothes.com. Okay, so I picked out this shirt. The shirt I had last year, I told you I got I think it was like a size medium, but it was too small. Whatever size I said in that video, I just bought a size down. That shirt did not come from Concealment Clothes. It was from another company. But I went ahead and got this one. And I absolutely love it because it fits snugly on my body. It's not baggy or anything like that. And what this is, it has holsters made into the shirt on both sides. Okay, it's holsters on both sides. So I think when I tried it last year, I had put my my Glock 27 in it. No, I had my magazine somewhere. Yeah. So I have my Glock 27 here. I'm showing you that it is empty. I did have a viewer that said they did not like how I pointed my firearm. I just dropped my magazine, but I got another one. They did not like how I pointed my magazine towards the camera, so I'm going to put some respect on my viewers and not do that, even though, you know, I showed it was empty, but that bothered that viewer, so I don't want to disrespect anybody. So I have this weapon here. I showed you that it was safe. I have no ammunition here at all, and what it does, it fits in the shirt like this. I can't see. I'm looking at the camera. Come on. Come on, baby. There we go. All right, so it fits just like this, so you can wear it on your side, and it's, you know, this it's kind of just like wearing a shoulder holster, and this kind of takes the place of a shoulder holster, but it's made into the shirt. Now with this weapon, it's kind of heavy and it's empty, so I chose not to wear my 27 with this shirt. But if I had to, I know it's there, but I'll put a jacket over it, and I wouldn't use my extended magazine with it. That's my X grip. But it conceals really good on my body, and it holds snugly. So I'm going to show you how I would carry. Let me go ahead and eject the magazine. Show you again that it is empty. Okay. I'm going to try it this time with my 38 Special. So this is my snub nose 38 Special. It is empty. Show you with that in. And who else we got in here? You said, thank you. It was legal in the South, so good. There we go. To clarify, all right? I only touched a gun 2 times in my life. That's fine. We're going to bring you up to speed. I'm gonna let you finish. This is valuable to me. Okay. And Daryl said, thanks for the bringing. Very welcome. So yeah, I have it here. So, you know, when I carry like this, you know, I haven't really done a lot of practice drills with this shirt because I haven't had the opportunity to wear this shirt with a jacket or carry like that. Usually times I carry, I love my belly band holster, and I'll show you that in a second. So if I was to, you know, if I had on a jacket and I needed to go for it, I'm swinging my jacket out the way anyway. So I'm going to take this out, get on target. Okay. And your firearms instructor will show you all about grip, you know, how to shoot, sight alignment, sight picture, all that good stuff. Those are things that I'll work on at the range whenever I go. So yeah, show you that's empty again, okay? Now, I'm gonna lower my camera just a little bit and show you some stuff for the waistband, okay? Let me lower this a little bit more. I want to say hi to everybody that's in here. Thank you to somebody who gave me a $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You know, I'm not one to come on here and you know, like, I'm giving this information. You need to give me money and, you know, all that good stuff. I didn't even have my microphone plugged up. Oh, crap. No, my audio sucked. Hopefully it's better. Okay. You see all my books over here. I'm a book hoarder. So right now I have on my mom jeans. Whoop, whoop. So I'm going to put on my belt really quick. Now, really quick, when I wear a belt and I'm wearing a holster, because I'm right-handed, I always keep my belt hook to go this way, okay? And that's just a habit from when I wore a duty belt, because, you know, we keep our firearm over here, so if it was to become, it pops off and you don't want stuff just sliding off, you want some resistance. So I always put on my belt like this. And I'm pretty sure you don't need a tutorial on how to put on a belt, but yeah, I keep it over here, because that's one thing that I do not recommend. I hate when I hear women say, yeah, I got my gun in my purse. Is that a purse that has a holster made into it? No. Oh, that's the biggest thing that I hate, because what do? Put their purse on the floor. It can get stolen. A little kid go into it. You reach in your purse looking for something. You accidentally pull the trigger and do a plexico burst. You want to do that, okay? Now that I have my belt on, I'm going to show you. I told you a friend of mine had gave me this Kydex holster. Now there are Kydex holsters And don't laugh at my nails, y'all. Whoever just coming here, don't laugh at my nails. Okay, a sister been working hard. All right, I got the puff going. I've been working hard. So yeah, they'll have Kydex holsters that also have the magazine attachment to it. It's so many different Kydex holsters out there. So to wear this one is inside the pants, and you will have a shirt that that covers it up. See what's in here. Audio was good. Thank you so much. But yeah, I was like, I got my microphone hooked up. So yeah, this holster here, my Kydex one. I'm gonna pick up my holster that my magazine that fell, and this was my 10-round magazine. So you see, no ammo. All right. Like I said, I mean not point the firearm. So yeah, it fits right in there. Okay. So that's how my Kydex holster will work. Because I'm skinny, I would make sure that I have like a coat or a jacket to cover this up. But then I will make sure that, you know, the firearm is like right in front so it doesn't flag or something like that. And then go for it, come out. So that's a Kydex holster. All right. Just like that. Let me know how you guys like that. All right. And so we have this one. This was the Kydex holster. Now, you know, back a little while ago, I used to carry, oh, hold on, am I missing something? No, I'm not. I actually found it. Okay, I thought I didn't have this. This here is from a company called Tacticshub. This is the company I talked about last year when I bought my belly band holster. Shout out to Millionaire that told me to get one. My belly band holster came from Tacticshub. I believe I have their link in this video description. Great company. I'm also friends with them on Instagram. You should too. They have amazing items. You can order them from their website, tacticshub.com, or on Amazon. Now this right here is kind of like a Kydex holster with the magazine, but it is it's two soft units. Okay, it's breathable. What is it? Neoprene. That is, if I pronounce it right, that is the material. So let's go ahead and I'll put that in, and it kind of works just like a Kydex holster. This is metal, so it keeps its shape, and then the magazine, you put it there. So as I said, with my X grip, I wouldn't use that inside the firearm because it sticks out too much. So I would either use this or my regular 9-round magazine. Now, then I will put the firearm. I'll show you again that it is clear, no ammunition. It's the only Glock that I have. So let me speak that into existence, because you know I pop out with another Black Friday sale and your girl got another firearm. Make sure it's all the way in here, and then it snaps there. So how I would carry this is I would still have a shirt over it. Let me just show you. So just have a shirt over. If the shirt was baggy and did not fit, you know, so snug, like this is not the way to do it. No, okay. But if I had to go for it, you come out and then you get on target, okay? And then if I had to do a magazine change, how can I show you this? So if I had to do a magazine change with this system here, I would drop this one, come out, and the way I have my magazine placed in here, it is with the round, so the round will be coming out this way. So when I come out of the holster, I know that all I gotta do is flip my hand, get back on target, get back on, okay? So I really like this system. This is an affordable option right now if you're not wanting to spend for a Kydex holster system and you want to learn just the mechanics. I highly recommend this 2-part system from Tacticshub.com, or you can also find this on Amazon as well, okay? Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to go over something else. Another one that I did a review on, and this was from Tactica Defense Fashions. I have that video here on my channel, and I also follow them on Instagram as well. Now with this one, this is outside of the waistband holster. Hold on. Am I saying this right? Inside the waistband. Yeah, inside the waistband holster. I'm like, hold on, Tieesha, what are you talking about? You have all these holsters here. Think about it. Now with this one, you put this inside the pants, and it hooks on like this. And once again, how's everybody doing? I want to say thank you for taking time out of your day and to watch my channel. Okay, you can be doing anything else, and I respect your time, and I hope that I am providing you with value. Okay, so yeah, this goes inside the pants. And my mom is calling me. Call you back later. And keep it in like this. And I like this brand because Tactica Defense Fashions, they make firearms for women. Now I know I'm getting confused with these because my dress pants, they sit up higher. These are like hip hugger pants, so I'm kind of struggling. Like, oh shoot, skinny girl problems. Yeah. So here we go. So yeah, it goes just like this. And you can also buy belts on Tactica's website, Tactica Defense Fashion. You can also buy stronger belts there as well. And then what you would do with this is you would let them know what kind of firearm you have, and it sits right in here, okay? So it's inside the waistband. You have on a jacket, but with my dress pants, it curves up into, you know, my Coke bottle figure, you know, and then you just come out of the holster and get on target, okay? And that's how this system works, and it locks in. Like this firearm, you know, is in there, and you really take some time to push it out. Like if I was to do a cartwheel, it ain't gonna fly out. I wouldn't do a cartwheel with my firearm on, but if I had to, I would. So go ahead. And it took a lot of muscle to get it out, okay? So this is in the waistband holster. You can wear it appendix carry. You can wear it on the hip like I'm doing, or you can wear it in the back as well. No, you can't. Here and here. That's it. I'm thinking about their workout pants. So check out my video on Tactica Defense Fashion, and they will and I'll tell you about their yoga pants where you can have your firearm here or in a small in the back. Okay, I was getting confused. Empty. If you have any questions, let me know. So yeah, I will put their link in the description as well. And what else? My favorite, my absolute favorite. We just got finished talking about the Tacticshub holster, but this is my favorite, the Tacticshub belly band, okay? I did a whole video on that here on my YouTube channel. It's also on Instagram. You know, I was being eye candy, but I love that video, and I absolutely love this. Is probably my favorite. This is my go-to holster. I always put this on. And also with this shirt if I have on something else with it. Something else from the company. Now, I want to also talk about some products for men as well, okay? So don't want you to feel left out. I want to do a separate video on this, and this is also from concealmentclothes.com, okay? Concealmentclothes.com. This is their ankle holster, and I have an ankle holster already that I absolutely hated. I bought it to carry as my backup when I was a police officer. And like I said, I absolutely hated it. It was so bulky, and it was meant for like men. It was not for women at all. But when I saw the design of this one, it's totally new school. I'm not going to show you it now because I have on like skinny pants, and I'll do a totally different video. But the design of this ankle holster, this part goes around your calf, and this part is what fits around your ankle, and your firearm is right here. I absolutely love this design, and I'm going to do a separate video to show you the difference between the old school bulky holster that I had and this new school one, okay? So concealmentclothes.com. Go take a look at their website, okay? And like I said, I promise another updated video, but this shirt is from concealmentclothes.com. This ankle holster, concealmentclothes.com. Now, this item here that I'm going to show you, I haven't had a chance to use it because the indoor range that I go to, they won't allow me to shoot from a kneeling. But I know a lot of people say that they have, you know, knee problems or stuff like that. Well, you're probably, when you have to use your firearm, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be the pretty perfect way, you know, standing isosceles at the range. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be kind of jacked up. But, you know, while you are practicing, because perfect practice makes perfect, they have knee pads. And this is from concealmentclothes.com. They have these training knee pads, and I absolutely love them. You know, yes, my birthday is around the corner, but your girl ain't getting old because I'm going to celebrate my 100th birthday, but I got to preserve some body parts so I can make it there. So these are their knee guards, okay? And this is to help you when you're and kneeling and stuff like that. These are so necessary because when I train with my rifle, I'm shooting from standing, kneeling, and prone. Okay, so when I'm practicing, I can look cute and be clean, you know, and just clean these off. Like this right here, this is all hard plastic. You can just rinse that off and shake it dry and throw it back in your range bag. Okay, I love it. On the inside, it's breathable. It would dry really fast if you're sweating. Absolutely love them. So concealmentclothes.com. Pick these up, okay? But I won't be able to use these until I go back out to the woods, you know, and shoot again where it's legal. All right. If there's any questions, let me know. Real quick, I want to talk about safety, okay? When you get your firearm, it will come with a lock. You know, firearms must come with a lock, some kind of locking security system. You know, I know a lot of people talk about, I don't want a firearm because I have small children, or, you know, I'm just uncomfortable. When I got my first firearm, my son, his father and I, he was like 2, okay? And we got our firearms, we put them away, we locked them, and we made sure that he did not have access. But you know, with our culture, the Black community, we know you don't go in your mom and daddy's room, okay? That's the quickest way to bring the heat to you, okay? You don't go in the master bedroom, all right? So this here is a trigger lock that I purchased. I have a couple of these. I have a lot of different locking systems. I did have this other one, but I don't know where I put it at. I've laid it out for this video, but I can't find it. But yeah, you just have a key to I'll demonstrate that for you. Here is my empty weapon. So you would put this on either side of the firearm, and what it does, it locks in place. And what it does is prevents anybody from pulling the trigger. Usually I'm doing this when I'm sitting at a table, but I'm trying to get it together. Here we go. So yeah, it is not locked. Yeah. I was at the table when I'm doing this. There we go. So there we go. It locks it on place. Try not to point it because, like I said, I want to respect my viewers. Okay. So there it is. It is all the way locked. You heard that clicking noise. So it is secure. Nobody can get in there and pull the trigger. All right. Trigger guard lock. Okay. What else do I have here to show you? Yeah, real quick. Like I said, right now I love how firearms and the firearm community is welcoming, you know, newbies. You know, I'm still a newbie. I just own guns, but I'm still a newbie. And I really like how when you go and get different ammunition. Did I set that box of ammo out? Hang on one second. Actually, I did. Good. I set this box of ammo out for this video. So a lot of times I've seen the packages to go in and have a range day. Your pistol rental, your range time, your target, and your ammo is all included at one price. But let's say you're like me, you know how I was, you own a firearm, you don't know what kind of ammo to get or something like that. Well, one thing that I really like is how the ammunition itself, it tells you what it's for. For instance, this one is the Winchester Train and Defend. Okay, so it'll show you like right here. This is for defense. Okay, so this is what I carry on my person when I load up my firearms to carry on my person. This is what I'm wearing. Defender rounds. Okay, and what the Defender rounds look like is this. This is what Defender rounds will look like. Okay, they are hollow point and jacketed hollow point. That's what that JHP is. All right. Then when I'm going to the range, so at the range, I'm just sending rounds on paper, put it on paper. So right here, I have the Winchester, and these are for, hold on, what the hell? Is this the right box? No, got the wrong box. I got so many boxes. I set out the wrong one. But we usually too it will have a picture on it. Okay, so the picture on it, this is for defense. That's person silhouette. So I don't think I have to get too much into what that's for. But then they have other ones where it will be a T, and it's for training. And that round is closed. Let me see if my other box is at. Here we go. Okay. This is a box of training rounds. Box of training rounds. And they look like this. Okay. So that is the difference. You said I had an idea. I had no idea hollow point ammunition was illegal in New York City. Yeah, and I'm glad. Thank you for doing your research. Like, you have to do that, and you have to share that information, because I talked about that before when I did my video the other day on my Kevlar vest from Thick Skin. Support Thick Skin, thickskin.com. Follow them on Instagram. Go check out that video. Leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up. I think I can raise this up and talk to y'all now. But yeah, research, knowledge, sharing the knowledge. Okay, so I really appreciate that as well, and you sharing it. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why you cannot wear Kevlar in the commission of a crime if you're a convicted felon, because you can't have a firearm. You know, because law enforcement agencies, the military, they train to hit center mass. So if they're trying to take down, a threat, and they're trying to hit center mass, and it's not, and the threat is not going down, that's the issue. Okay. Is there anything I did not cover? Like I said, I'm not a paid attorney spokesperson. I'm not an attorney. I'm just a citizen that want to share my knowledge and encourage you to share some knowledge with me, because I'm still a newbie, still a rookie. Let me know if anything I missed, but I'm just really happy, and I want to encourage, my audience, those who I connect with, to really, take firearms seriously, protect yourself, be a hard target. Like I said, this is the time of year I really hate, because, I had to work a lot of crimes when I was at patrol. Police 911 does not close just because it's Christmas. And 911 doesn't close on the weekends, so stuff happens, and you have to see some of the most ugliest things that happen to, people that you're like, wow, but you have to hold it together. You got to get through it. You got to deal with it. And there was a time when I was at Target, and I was working so much, and I realized that I did not get my son anything for Christmas. I'm like, oh crap. So, right before, Christmas, I went to Target, and I bought a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm pushing my cart to my car, and I hear like heavy footsteps behind me. Excuse me. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? So I had my shoulder holster, the one that I hate wearing. It was new then. So I'm like, who the fuck is this? So I reach, and I'm like, what? What do you want? And he's like, yo, I just want to give you a flyer for this party. I'm like, don't run up on me. I just went clean up. Don't run up on me. Get your ass on somewhere. So he dropped the flyer, took off running. I'm like, this motherfucker. So, the time I was a police officer, I went, I picked up the flyer off the ground. I'm like, whoever says I'm going to cuss them out for having this joker run up on me. I get to my car. I put my son's stuff in there. I'm just, man, I slammed the door, and I'm sitting there, and my heart is racing. I'm like, this motherfucker. I was so mad. The flyer expired. The flyer was for something that happened previously. He was really running up on me to turn me into a victim, and it wasn't gonna happen that night. So thanks to the ancestors, the universe, for how I turned around, and I was just like, I was in here like, what the fuck do you want? And at that time, I did have a concealed carry permit in in Virginia, but I was also a police officer. So my police credentials gave me authority to carry concealed wherever it was legal to do so. So yeah, that kind of pissed me off. So yeah, be a hard target. Keep an eye on yourself. Watch out for people that approach you in parking lots with that gas can game and shit like that. Really be careful when you pull up. If it's dark, really look around, because people had in shadows. I had to, and before that, I was on kind of high alert, because I had just worked a robbery that had happened, and it really put me on, like I said, high alert. So yeah, be a hard target. Walk your children to the bus stop. Pay attention. Light up those dark spaces. And that's what I got to say about this time of year. So I don't really observe the holidays. I observe Kwanzaa. So, you know, I have some things that, you know, I'm going to give away and things like that, but I'm not heading out shopping. One thing I want to talk about too, on the topic of African American women becoming armed, okay? And being a hard target. You can't be a hard target if you're out in public getting drunk, okay? Or getting sauced up. Or you're kind of dressed to make yourself a hard target. Now, I'm not talking about dressing sexy. I'm talking about dressing in a manner where you're not ready to defend yourself, okay? So, you know, think twice before you put on, like, you know, some uncomfortable shoes. They look cute, but you can't, you know, run from danger. You can't defend yourself real quick. Think about that. Also, too, getting sauced up. You know, you really have to. I'm not saying not to go out and have a good time, but if you're carrying your firearm, you cannot consume alcohol, okay? You cannot, okay? Because you have a special privilege that not many are privy to, okay? So you have to be totally sober, in your right mind, alert. Still have a good time, but be aware of your surroundings, okay? Because you have a certain privilege and that can be taken away. So put some respect on it, all right? And this is apple juice, okay? I got the bottle right there. This is apple juice. Yeah, this is apple juice, okay? Look, I'm gonna go prove you this is apple juice. It's actually diluted apple juice with water. I dilute everything, so this is diluted with water. Apple juice, okay? Apple juice. Yeah, no spice cider over here. So yes, share this video with sisters, brothers alike. Share this video. I just want to say thank you to everybody who said, like, yo, Tieesha, because I see you and how open you are and the energy that you are bringing to this. I went on to purchase a firearm. I forgot who it was that shared that with me on my other video. Danae and Melvin, shout out to y'all. So I really appreciate this. I want you to be a hard target. Head over to my website, TieshaEssex.com. Shop my products I have in my store. Here it was. I was talking about my 3-in-1 pocket knife. You know, be safe, okay? If you're not ready to, you know, take on firearms ownership, you know, learn. There are some instructors, some self-defense instructors on Instagram, on Facebook here that will teach you how to defend yourself with a pocket knife. You know, you can do what you got to do, okay? Like I said, thank you for the super chat. Thank you to everybody who watched, the thumbs up. Thank you to everybody who will watch. And I just appreciate y'all listening to me and share some stuff with me. You know, if you have a business, make sure you advertise that joker heavy. If you got products, advertise that joker heavy. If somebody has a question and I haven't answered it, answer that joker, follow through, put your city and state, connect with people. I'm here, Seattle, Washington. The range that I train at is in Tacoma. So yeah, shout out to another brother who was here. His Instagram is Brass Droppers. If you in here, advertise your stuff. You said, what about a taser? I had a lipstick taser, and I don't know what happened to it. I think I cleaned out my purse and threw it away. But yeah, look up the laws as far as a taser. Me, or a stun gun, it's not really for me because I don't want to get somebody, I don't want that close contact with somebody, you know. I would say, you know, after training, like I said, I've trained, you know, years with, you know, what was on my duty belt, ground fighting and stuff like that. So I won't say I'm the most confident, but I just don't want someone to get that close for me to have to use a stun gun, because a stun gun and a taser is completely different. The taser that I carried in patrol, it had probes. So, you know, it was different distances. You had 25 feet, you had this. So I can draw, cross draw. I can draw my taser, and somebody who's about 10 feet away, I can still deploy the taser and still have 10 feet of space between me. To use that stun gun, you have to have contact. They got to be up on you. And right now, where majority of us are, is winter. You got heavy coats, you got layers, so you're not gonna, I think the sound will put something on somebody's mind. But, you know, if that's all you had, hell, do what you got to do. But for me, it's not for me. I don't want that I don't want that close contact, because I just don't. Bad stuff happen. I want that distance and be able to react. Thank you, Real Gamer, for the super chat. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And you said, I love it when I found out my niece carry a weapon. It relieved my mind. When I found out my sister got one, I'm like, you know, my sister, shout out to my sister. She went and got one. I'm like, that's what's up. One thing I did not mention too was at-home safes. Brother Aaron Glover. Aaron Glover. He's in New York. Okay, head over to Instagram and follow Aaron. I think it's Aaron D. Glover. He's on my friends list as well. He's up in New York. He also trains. I believe he does security. Contact him. He knows a lot. That's somebody that you can go to the range with. Okay, Aaron D. Glover and he also has a channel here on YouTube. Aaron D. Glover. He put me on to this biometric safe. I can't show y'all my safes because they are bolted in and I wasn't going to do all that to put them on video. I'm not going to show you where they're at either. But, you know, I have safes where you have to, well, here in Washington, it's required that you have a safe for your firearms. So you make sure you have a safe for your firearms. When I was traveling across country, I had my BioSafe with me and I had it in there, but I never left my firearm in the car. It was for me separating it through certain states where that they did not honor my carry concealed. So I showed that I had a empty firearm in one part of the car and the ammunition was kept somewhere else. That's something else to also know. What we got? You said, what about a taser? What do you use? Oh, hell, we can't say that. That's not kind. That's not kind. I'm going to remove that comment. Please don't say anything like that again on this channel. This motherfucker is a goddamn troll. Stupid ass son of a bitch. I'm gonna hide you from my goddamn channel. Stupid son of a bitch. Yeah. Fucking trolls. See? But yeah, people don't like to hear that we are making ourselves hard targets, okay? And let me tell you, one thing that is really positive, it's really helped me get into conversations, you know, like I said, my coworkers and different people I know, they share their knowledge, you know, from growing up here in Washington and other places. They're like, yeah, you know, I grew up doing this, check out this rifle, check out this. And you just share so much knowledge. I mean, wow. I have to be careful with them because they'll have me spending all of my coins getting new toys. Shout out to the homie last year. He took me up to the gun store and he's the one who helped me get my rifle. So yeah, it starts new friendships, new bonds, new information sharing. Like right now, although I'm scared to walk across a patch of grass, but I do have an interest in getting a hunting license. I really do. But I will only hunt in the winter. I'm like, I'm kind of scared to go out in the woods and it's dark and snakes. So, but yeah, it opens you up to new friendships and you can just connect with other people. And that's one way that we can start, you know, building, uniting, and sharing our differences, okay, and not being intimidated by each other. So that's all I got. I'm gonna enjoy this little bit of sunlight because you know it's fixing to get dark. It gets dark out early. So enjoy this little piece of sunlight. And I hope you guys got something of value out of this video. I will do plenty more, okay? I would do more range day vlogs, show you some more equipment. And yeah, if I buy another baby, that's all I would say about that. So yeah, continue to share with me. I'll see you on the next video. Connect with me on my other social media platforms. Check out all the companies I mentioned, all the companies that are listed in the description. Those will come up and, you know, give you information. And I will see you on the next video, and I see you on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Be safe and be a hard target, okay?